angel of darkness. In darkness falls. Pain is all.
Oh, hi. I'm Lara Croft. I've been accused of killing Werner von Croy. For some reason, I don't know if I've done it. I have no memory of if I shot my tutor from my childhood or not. Did I kill Werner von Croy? I don't know. It's all a blur. But if I wanted to kill Werner, I would have done it in Egypt. So I just don't know, but being chased by the police is just no fun times, and I lost my backpack. Some dogs took it. So this song's good, huh? It's called Angel of Darkness. I don't actually know if it's anything to do with the game. Hi, I'm Lara Croft, and I'm here to talk to you about my 6th game, Tomb Raider, The Angel of Darkness. Hi guys, I'm here to talk about Angel of Darkness. It was a game that I anticipated for a long time. I was watching things about it. I was just excited about this new direction of Tomb Raider. This new kind of darker tone that they'd given it, the darker theme of the storyline, the way Lara looked more gothic and dark, and I loved the look of the gameplay. So I was really excited about this new direction, and it was on the next console, PS2, and that was exciting too because they can do more. Lara can do more stuff. Her climbing is fucking impressive though, absolutely impressive. We'll talk about that later, but her climbing absolutely wowed me. It was held back and held back and held back and held back, and it was so incredibly sad. And I had this kind of rolling demo that I would just watch again and again and again and again and again because this was the closest I could get to this game. And then one time I was walking past the game shop and I just looked in and it was just there. It was just there in the shop window, like cardboard cutouts of Lara, the game on display, just there available to buy. And I was absolutely like, I just nearly fell over because I was like, oh my god, it's finally out, and I didn't know. I just passed by and it was there, and I was like, holy shit. And I was with my mum at the time and I begged her, please can I get this? Please can you give me the money for this? I've been waiting so long for it. And she was like, I don't have the money for it. So I went away really sad. I just had to leave knowing it was in the shops and I couldn't get it, and I was with someone at the time, and this was literally the only good thing he's ever done, ever did for me. It was such a selfless act. He had these BB guns, he had this shotgun BB gun and this handgun BB gun, and he sold it to a shop that buys that sort of stuff, and he'd actually sold his BB guns for me and got the money and bought this as a surprise. It was such a special moment. I'll never forget it. So starting off, they were really trying very hard with this game, and it's really sad because they run out of time basically. It was held back a year and a half longer than it was supposed to be released. It was just delayed and delayed and delayed and put back, and there was so much stuff they had to cut. It's like a broken mess, and it's really sad because you can just tell there's parts that they were working on and they just run out of time. But I still really liked it. I still kind of think fondly of it. So it was really peculiar. After I finished watching this, I felt nauseous. I don't know why. I just felt unwell. I felt quite sick. I don't know, it might be the pod sequence. This woman gets absorbed into this slimy pod thing. Maybe it was this thing's fault. Don't eat while watching this scene. It's rather unpleasant.
Like the pod.
No, not the pod. Anything but the pod. I like the voice actress of Lara in this. I'm not sure if it's the same one from the 4th and 5th game. They have a very similar tone, but I actually really like her voice acting. Sometimes it's a little bit off and a little bit stiff, but I just generally think she did a really good thing, and she really started to give Lara a personality because this was really needed. But yeah, Bernard, I think it's, what's he called? I can't remember his fucking name. I've written it down here somewhere. I just like the way she just doesn't take shit from this old bastard. He's really rude to you, and you can just tell he doesn't want to talk to you. And she just like, what do you want, a new coat or deodorant? He's like, get out here. So it's a bit like an RPG. I don't know why they went this route. It's like an RPG. You talk to people and you can choose what to say. This is kind of fun because sometimes you can be a bit sassy to people, like the guy in the park. You can just tell him that he's a gross, smelly old bastard with an attitude problem. The intro is really cool.
There have been 17 reported murders so far in this latest outbreak of monstrous killings. It would appear to be the work of a single, highly psychotic perpetrator. The name of the latest victim was just released. A Professor Werner von Koy. A female, described as Caucasian, brunette, and wearing a ponytail, was seen leaving the most recent crime scene. Officers are advised to use extreme caution when apprehending the suspect. At present, nothing appears to link any of the individuals involved. There are no known survivors of these attacks so far.
Help me, Lara. I need you to get something for me.
Go on.
I'm tracking 5 Obscura paintings for a client called Eckhart, but he's a psychopath.
Why should I care?
Because I'm being stalked. People are dying out there.
Handle it, Werner.
Lara, please. Look, go and see this woman, Carvier. She can help.
I'm going. Eat it, Werner. You walked away and left me.
Get out!
But the intro is very, very cool. I just think it's done very well and it's very exciting, and the way the dog grabs her backpack is just kind of interesting. All of her confidence must be stored in her backpack, because when she loses that, she loses confidence in the game, and you have to rebuild her confidence. But I really like it. I like the fact she's lost confidence because she doesn't know she's killed her friend, and it's made her doubt herself. And I think it's really cool that you just have to like build her strength up. I feel stronger now. My legs feel stronger. Yes. Lara is rocking double denim. That is the look I would have gone for today if I had a denim jacket. I don't really know why double denim is kind of a taboo subject. Don't wear double denim. You can't be seen in public in double denim. I used to wear double denim because Lara did. I didn't give a fuck. So I started playing it, noticed there were issues straight away. If I recall, they switched the jump and the roll button around. So now square was roll, circle was jump. I could be wrong about this, but this is what I remember. So I kept rolling off ledges and dying. It's been this combination of buttons all this time, all the way to the 6th game. And the 6th game, they were like, let's be a bit quirky and change the buttons around. Don't know why. I don't know why, but that's that. I was just so excited to play it, and I really, really loved how it felt, and I loved the way Lara was animated. I still really like it. The way she climbs like drain pipes. I love the animation of her here. It's so nice. I just really like it. I also adore her swimming animation. It's so nice. It's like a combination of the frog swim that she does, and she does this kind of different leg thing, because a swimming animation makes or breaks the water parts for me in Tomb Raider. In any game, if the swimming animation is off or I don't like it, it really ruins the underwater experience for me. It has to look good. So I really loved her swimming animation. I think it's one of the nicest we've had so far. Just a very nicely animated Lara Croft. Really nice. I love the way she looks as well. Her character model, her makeup and her like body proportions. She's got really long legs. A lot of people make fun of it. It's a bit like the swimming animation for me. If the legs are out of proportion, it can totally really ruin something for somebody. But I really like a long pair of legs. I just think they're very appealing and they look very nice. So I really like her really long legs in this. She's got legs for days. I've written here. Legs for days. Absolutely. I'm not even mad about it. So the stamina side of it, I love it and hate it. But I think if you haven't built her up, when you get to a certain point in the game, I don't know whether you could do it. Because you open cupboards, you push blocks, you open doors with crowbars, and this allows her to build up her stamina. She gets stronger. I've got more confidence now. My legs are stronger. I feel more stronger now. And this is her way of building up stamina. So you have to do this through the game. You have to find the points that allow you to build up stamina. Certain things you push, build up the stamina. Certain things you open, build up the stamina. And you just have to kind of go around the environment and do these different things. But there's a point where you've got to do this really epic climb. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, looking at it now, it's kind of average after like the new ones. She can climb like a freaking cat in those. But this was absolutely mind-blowing at the time. There's like a main room. You've got to get all these things moving, all these like platforms up, and you've got to get to the top. And then there's this rocky wall, and it goes around the roof. I don't think you do this move very often in this game. I think this is literally the only time you do this climbing, this epic climbing. It's literally here, and I'm sure that's the only time. And it's sad because it's really cool. She climbs up the wall and then she goes onto the ceiling. She has to monkey swing along this rock surface, and then it goes up more. And she has to rotate her body to grab this rock face, and then you have to climb up. And the animation here is delightful. I really love it. But it takes all of your stamina, basically. You get to the top. This person I'm watching plays it very well. It's a long play. He's doing everything. And his stamina bar was flashing. So I don't know if you could do this bit if you haven't got all of her stamina. I don't know whether the game forces you kind of to get all of the stamina. Like as you play, you have to push this, you have to climb this, you have to open this, so you get the stamina. I don't know. Unfortunately, this game made Core lose the rights. There's a reason they lost the rights, and it's because it was just a broken mess. And I just think it's because they just didn't have enough time. I know they didn't have enough time because I've heard and I know, and you can just tell that it was an unfinished game. They just did what they could, and it's a shame. But yeah, there's a reason Core lost the rights. This game is just not okay, even though I like it. So I understand why they lost the rights, because from the third game, it was kind of going downhill. They kind of didn't know what to do with Lara to make it new and refreshed. But this was new and refreshing. And I think that's why it stands out so much, because it was a totally different Tomb Raider game. Lara was completely different, the gameplay was completely different, and I just think it was just a breath of fresh air, but it was just broken and unfinished. If it was completely finished, I think it would have been a totally different game. It's just a shame they never got a chance. They were going to add more chapters and everything to it, I think. More stuff with Curtis. Talk about Curtis later. There's a part in Prague. You go to Prague, really love it, really snowy, cool area, but there's a door and the sound glitches here. It just glitches. And she says it won't open to this door. It won't open. But instead of that, we get about 20 different voices. It's the same line echoed over each other. They're like layered, but not at the same time. It's like one after the other, so it's like, it won't open. I don't even think it would be in the guys' Let's Play. If it is, I'll put it in here, but it was just a glitch with the sound. It's so hilarious. It's so fucking funny. Headphone users, rest in peace. Holy shit. It's just so funny. It's one of my fondest memories of getting jump scared by 100 different Lara Croft voices saying it won't open. So, there's a commando crawl in this. It's the only time she can do it, and it's really cool. I just really, really like it. She just crawls, but gets flat on the ground and walks along like commando kind of thing. And I think it's a really cool little move. It's just different, and it feels really new because she can kind of do everything she's done before. She can monkey climb, she can swim, she can duck, she can crawl, she can shoot. She basically can do nothing new. You can at the end. It's at the very fucking end of the game. 9+ hours in, you get this move. And you use it once or twice. It's a really cool move, but because the game doesn't play very well, the controls are not great. It's very imprecise and it's very difficult to get it to work correctly because you need to make it through a timed door. You need to pull a switch, do this maneuver you've just learned. It's just like she sprints and she does this really far jump. It's like Matrix style. It's really cool and it comes in right at the end of the game and you don't really use it. Show off my eyebrows today. These are a dramatic shape, aren't they? These are kind of what the shape of her eyebrows are like. I was like, really bizarre. So the RPG side I was talking about it, but I've written down here. So if you're rude to Carvier, then I suggest you give it to me now. But if you're polite, I really am going to need Werner's notebook. And she just responds with, somebody killed Werner. I really need to learn to write better. At the time it makes sense because I've just written it down, but now I'm like, what does that say? So there's some cool locations in this game. I really like the nightclub. I think it's really interesting. You have to get to the top of this nightclub and you have to get something from a broken stage light, basically, a broken spotlight. You have to open it up. You have to get it round and get to it and open it up and there's something inside of it. I think you have to get this for the old bastard in the park. But you turn on some music here and there's some lights and everything, and I like the tune here. The music here is really cool, and the fact it's got lights and stuff like strobe lights and just lights in general. It's a really, really cool location to come to. It's called the Edgy Rabbit. So there's a new character in this. He's Curtis. He follows you around. He's in the coffee shop there and he's a bit suspicious. What the fuck, he's suspicious as fuck. I don't trust him at all. I kind of like him as a character and I like the way he looks and I think he's cool. I'm not kind of mad that he's in here, but the fact you have to play as him, I very much dislike it. Whenever I got to this point, I was like, can I just play as Lara again, please? All this time you're taking from me. I could be playing as Lara, and I have to play as you in this broken, god-awful level, because they've really tried to do something different with him. He's got, like, telekinesis, or he's got some sort of thing where he can see, he can use his mind to kind of see things. It's hard to explain because I don't really know what he is. He just does things with his third eye, so to speak. Can see hidden things, can go off ahead and look down a corridor with it, and he has just this special power. But you can just tell that his area is just not finished. This is the one area of the game you just know this was not finished. There was supposed to be more. There was supposed to be more work put into it because there's an end boss here. and it's got no music. It kind of doesn't really work too well. Like, it just seems buggy and clunky, like it's working on half its power almost. It's like a giant baboon. It's some sort of baboon thing that they've been experimenting on, and you can only kill it with this stone, this like shard. It's got a name, I forget, but it can only be killed with this shard. It's been kept alive. It was supposed to be killed, but no, not the pod kept it alive because it was a special kind of creature.
I have a confession, Master Eckhart. I didn't destroy the Proto-Nephilim.
The Proto? You are kidding. Right, Boaz? I need to supervise this personally.
That experiment was to be eradicated. I expressly ordered it. It's far too dangerous to keep alive.
I couldn't. It's half Nephilim. That makes it impossible to kill without your bury-up shard.
You ignored my orders for the last time, Boaz.
Got humanity playing God again. Stop that shit, guys. It don't work. It's not good. It's playing God. They've created this indestructible baboon creature that can only be killed with this shard. If it gets out into the wild, what the fuck are you gonna do? You're gonna be up shit creek without a paddle. All over the news. Strange baboon creature. Shot it 1,000 times. Doesn't seem to work. We even shot it with metal, with silver, just in case it's some sort of variation of werewolf. We tried to stab it in the heart with a stake, just in case it's a vampire. That didn't work either. We tried shooting it in the head in case it's some sort of zombie monster. Nothing fucking works on this creature. We've decapitated and everything, and it's still fucking twitching. Didn't kill it, you're supposed to. You fucking deserve to go in the pod for being a fucking imbecile. Hey lady, get away from the ring. Nice watch. Alright, fucking take it and get the fuck out. He likes to press flowers really at home and colouring books. Dot to dots. Loves all that stuff, but when he's in the ring, hey lady, get away from the ring.
Hey lady, keep away from the ring. Here, take it. Now get out.
Get the fuck out. Bouchard, there's a guy called Bouchard. He's a bad fucking guy. He's a crook. He does kill you. You know, I said sometimes the outcomes of the talking, the RPG side of it, the outcome's the same. If you talk to him the first time and you choose the wrong things, he shoots you dead. You have to be really careful when you talk to him. Tread on eggshells, be as nice as you can. Don't call him a smelly old bastard. Don't call him an arsehole. Just be really kind to him. I really like your bald head. It's beautiful. I really like the way it reflects the sunlight. It's just such a thing of beauty. I love it so much. And your coat. It's totally on trend, but he's got the worst voice. It just sounds like he needs to clear his throat. It's just so just terrible. Sounds like he smokes 200 cigarettes a day and has a permanent cold.
I doubt it. Get her out of here. Names don't mean a lot here. Even real ones. I gave him contact. You want the same?
Don't joke me around, Bouchard. I lost that friend yesterday.
You better watch your mouth, lady.
I'll watch nothing. I'm sick of your Parisian lowlife ways. I need results.
Careful, Vixen. You don't need things to get any worse.
And how will that happen? You'll set these pussycats on me, right?
Wrong. I'll take care of this myself. Welcome to Paris.
So I really like the sewer. There's a sewer part. This is a cool level. This is one of the levels I actually really enjoyed because it was a new costume for Lara. She did a lot of climbing animation. There was swimming here too. So it satisfied I love the way Lara is animated in this game side of me. So I really liked this level. The music was also very cool here. And I just generally thought this was a cool level. The Louvre is also cool. It's nothing like the Louvre, like the I can't remember the fucking painting.
The Mona Lisa.
Absolutely forgotten the name of that famous painting in the Louvre.
The Mona Lisa.
It's funny when your mind just forgets this really known thing. Call it Ave Maria. It's not. The painting of Ave Maria, I'll put her name in here because I can't remember it at all at the minute. It's totally gone. I don't fucking understand.
The Mona Lisa.
So the painting of Ave Maria.
The Mona Lisa.
Don't know, it's completely forgotten. But her painting is in there. It's completely inaccurate. I've been to see her in the Louvre. It's so underwhelming. It's like the size of a postage stamp. It's quite big in here and it's in the wrong place. It's just hanging on a wall with other paintings. You're not special anymore, Ave Maria. You have to hang with the other paintings. So in that room with the intense climbing that I talked about, where you've got to do the puzzles, the fire, water, etc. one, you get to the top and you go in and you have to fight this boss. It's the most awful thing ever because it's a damn mess. It just does not play very well. I don't know if this was the finished product, but I really don't think so. So all of a sudden there's this flying red ghost. I used to call it flying red carpet. I don't know why. I used to call it a flying red carpet. So there's the painting. You've got to get this Obscura painting. That's what you've been sent to get. But it's on pedestals. There's like these pedestals, I think. And it keeps switching its position. It's like in a glowing blue light. And it's just switching its position. It's actually the size of the Ave Maria. This is what the actual size of Ave Maria is.
The Mona Lisa.
And I think it's something to do with the ghost. Either the ghost looks at it and it disappears, or the ghost gets close to it and it disappears and it changes its location. I think if the ghost is alert and you move towards the painting, it moves it to a different location with its ghost carpet magic. But you've got to basically stay ducked, shoot it, get up, run over to the painting and pick it up while it's stunned. And it doesn't stay stunned for very long. You shoot it a few times and then it sort of hovers like this. Where the fuck am I? I've completely forgotten what I was even fucking doing. So you have to shoot it, and while it's stunned, you have to get off the ground, put your gun away, run over and pick it up. Now this sounds really simple, but with this game, the way it plays, the way it controls, this is absolutely horrendous. When I finally pick up the painting and I can leave, and you're rewarded with a big swimming section, I love it. One time her braid glitched here, by the way. One time it went stretchy. It was like 50 foot long. I don't know why. I think I went into the next area after fighting the ghost. It loaded and she came into the swimming section and her ponytail / braid was just like 50 foot long and stretched. I was like, what the fuck? But it only happened once. It's so sad. Every time I was hoping, please have the glitchy hair this time, because it was highly entertaining. So the game has definitely aged very poorly. I used to absolutely love it. I was thinking recently, I really am considering buying Angel of Darkness again, because although it's a buggy, broken fucking mess, I actually really enjoyed playing it. I just enjoyed my time with it. Certain levels I really enjoy. But after watching it, I was like, no, I don't want to, because I often thought, yeah, well, there's parts that are really hard and really don't work well, like the floating ghost boss, for example, and it stresses me out and makes me mad and just makes me realise how bad this is and makes me realise why Core lost the rights, basically. And it just made me feel weird. Like, it never used to, but when I watched it this time, I was like, it feels so weird. It's just dated so incredibly badly, the way it looks, the way it plays. They have dead eyes, like the characters just have such dead eyes. Lara just has dead eyes, just a dead looking face, no emotion, even though her mouth is animated. This is the first time I think her mouth was animated, and her fingers were out. She's not in a fist in this one, she's got fingers, but there's just something about her face. It just looks dead, and that makes me feel uneasy.
Mademoiselle Carvier, I have just come from Werner's apartment.
And how is Werner?
I'm afraid Werner is dead. Can I get you anything?
How was Werner killed? What happened?
It's all a bit vague. I arrived at his apartment today from London. He was babbling with fear.
He said he tried to contact you.
He did. I never expected that. Not after Egypt. I really am going to need Werner's notebook.
Somebody killed Werner. You say you don't remember clearly what happened. Perhaps the police are right in suspecting...
I never killed Werner!
So yeah, this hasn't aged in certain areas. Like, the characters just don't look alive. They look dead as fuck. I mean, they didn't even look dead in the originals. They did this when they talked. But they didn't look dead. They didn't look alive, but they didn't have a dead dead look in their faces. So there's a greenhouse area. Lara changes her clothes here. It looks very nice. Hot pants and top, you know. I kind of miss her hot pants, you know. I love the reboots, I do. Don't judge me, I like them. But the fact she never wears shorts is really sad to me. I miss her shorts, I really do. Just miss them, you know. She's always in trousers, and although she looks very nice and her butt is very nice, I miss her shorts, I really do. But anyway, but overall I do have some very, very pleasant, fond memories of this game. I still do. I still think about it fondly. The other is so much nicer than 4 and 5, which I just don't even like at all. But this one, actually, even though it's a broken fucking mess, it's still very fun, and it's still very different. And the fact they tried to take Lara in a different direction, I really like it, but they did lose the rights, and I think they deserve to. I just don't think they were doing anything good for Lara anymore. So, but I do have fond memories of this game, and I do like it. I have a place in my heart for it. I just really, really enjoyed my time with it, and no, I don't think I'd play it again. Not now. Years ago, when it first came out, I played it to death. I really enjoyed parts of it, and I was like, I really enjoy this. I enjoy my time with it. But now I look at it and I'm like, no, I would just get annoyed at it. I would get frustrated, and I would just hate it, you know. So I also want to talk about Underworld. This is going to be a chat because, oh my god, my attitude has changed so much for this game. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Bye now. Lara Croft signing out. Bye guys.
Another cold, dark city. Great. What do you know about that building over there?
What?
That one. Big thing with snow on it. Get me that code, or else...
Or else what? You're gonna shoot me?
Now there's an idea worth paying for.